To Hollywood, Rogue versus FaZe, FACEIT ELeague qualifiers, upper bracket finals. Pretty straightforward comp. Same exact comp on defense from Rogue that we saw on Kings Row. Straightforward. Nothing to talk about. FaZe running same thing, except they got Shadowburn on the Genji because Shadowburn owns on Genji, and Genji is really good on Hollywood. Not much to say here in terms of that. You keep saying time and time again, yes. But now that I've gone through the first VOD, the rest of them get like a lot quicker. Like I stopped pausing as much. I haven't even busted out the coloring book yet. You guys want the coloring book? 2-month resub though, my boy. Jeff Kaplan, please. Hello, puppy. Generally speaking, did he switch to this? Okay, so I switched to Ana. I don't know why they switched to Ana. I don't hate Ana though. Ana plus Genji is really strong. Ana plus Reinhardt's very strong. Ana plus Zarya is very strong. I expect you'll see more Ana in the future, like as teams get better at her. But in the current state of the game, Zenyatta is almost too good not to run. So I think that that's more or less why teams don't opt for Mercy. Or it's not because Mercy and Ana are bad. It's because Zenyatta is so good that if you don't run a Zenyatta, like why? Why aren't you running Zenyatta? Like that's kind of the mentality I think in the game right now. But the heals from Ana are very strong. I would say almost as good, if not better, than the Zenyatta. It's just the damage boost from Zenyatta is too good. If they can get a good time on this, he switches. I'm getting trolled so hard right now. Maybe they're trolling the casters. Alright, so they're just gonna go Zenyatta because they were listening to me. Shadowburn wins the duel with Tavik. Tavik's half health. Can't push him. Look at Shadowburn, dude. He's his hero. His hero's like, you just poke, find your kill, and then take it. Now they're probably going to overcommit here. Mid hard. See, he just goes in with that poke, gets the kill. Done. Gets the second kill. Done. Look at this guy go. That's what I mean. Like, there was nothing to talk about in this fight. It's literally just Shadowburn decided, alright guys, I'm killing everyone, I'll be right back. And then hits a few shots on the Zenyatta and then finishes them off. Shadowburn just took over that entire fight. There's nothing to talk about. He pokes, and then gets Unko down, takes him out, gets AKM down, because now he's not getting healed, takes him out. Life's good if you're Shadowburn right now. If you're Rogue right now, though, you want to take a fight before the cart gets through like that door. Like immediately, you want to fight on this cart, and they're going to. They're not even getting on the roof. I would have rather them be on the roof right now. I'm not sure why they're deciding to fight from the streets. Like you get so much better positioning when you're on the roof. Like this high noon is going to be very hard to make work. Yeah, it doesn't do anything, and he wasted it too. He didn't even save half of it. So now they're just going to go in with the Shadowburn. All right, so this is pretty good actually. Like. He pops, drop the beat with the Dragon Blade combo, which forces out Unko's ult. But they kill Reinforce at the same time, so now the fight's pretty much lost for Rogue. As soon as the drop the beat wears off, he pops Transcendence. So now Nox kind of has to drop the beat. But if he drops the beat, they don't really have much follow-up damage. I mean, they're going to have Black Hole right now, but Zombs has Black Hole too. So it might come down to just like who uses their Black Hole first. It looks like Wins does. Which, look at this, man. Like, there's no shield here because Reinforce died. But on this side, they have a shield, so they're like fine. And that's all that made a difference was Reinforce being dead. Also, the fact that Genji can dash out of the black hole, so the fact that he got black hole, he just came right out and then got a triple kill. But yeah, that was one of those times where there were 6 ults, but Reinforce died, so it didn't matter. It happens. Rogue's not too far off though right now, because if they get a good Earth Shatter here, they can hold, but it really depends on this Earth Shatter. And if this Earth Shatter doesn't get work done, then Game is hard.
So they're down to Zarya, up a Winston. The fight is engaged 5v5 right now. ACAM takes out the problem in Shadowburn right away, but
Okay, Fact Fiction is like so good, actually. Like he just baited it. He didn't get hit by it. And he responds with his own return. So like in reality, Rogue probably wasn't gonna win that fight anyway. Like the only way they win that fight is if Reinforce gets a really big Earth Shatter. So it's like all on his shoulders. It shouldn't be. But because they wasted so many ults trying to win an unwinnable fight before, and that's what I mean, like they tried to drop the beat here to stop this fight, like to try to win this fight, but there was never a time where they were gonna win that fight. Like if you had just died, you would have been fine. But you didn't, you know? I don't know. It's like, why drop the beat inside of a black hole? Like why not just have it right now for this fight and just like win this fight for sure instead of like questionably losing the fight before that? I don't know. That's like I have to think about it. It's like you can lose a fight to win a fight later. Because some fights aren't winnable, and you need to like be able to understand when some fights aren't winnable.
Shadowburn will have his up momentarily. Fight will open with the Deadeye zoning from Too Easy. ACAM going the counter in turn. It is high noon all around. Both of them are going to cancel it, so nothing too much happening there. And we'll see if Tavik unsheaths that Dragon Blade here in just a moment. The defense, though, really overextended here. I don't like this. They were all...
Raucous kills Reinforce. Not sure how Reinforce died there. I mean, they want to push up if you're on Rogue, but they're like... They're not going hard enough. Like, I would have rather all of them died there instead of half of them. Like, FaZe is getting so much ground on this cart right now. And it's kind of scary if you're a Rogue. Like, half the team wants to go in and push, and half the team wants to back out. But then Too Easy just gets, like, that just happens. And, like, that's so game-winning. But then he misses that flashbang by, like, a mile. But look at that. He hits 2 people, and then Shadowburn gets a 2K. And look at Unko. Unko does not want to pop Transcendence right now, but he might have to just to defend the cart. So yeah, Unko just pops Transcendence because he has to, because if he doesn't use it, they're going to lose. And then they don't even have any follow-up damage now. That Too Easy double high noon actually set them up for this push. And this is just such an unbeatable time, actually. Look at the time. It's like a 4-minute push. That cart actually didn't stop. They won very fast. That is a very good time. But I don't know. That was like Shadowburn opens up, gets 3-4 kills. Second fight goes off. Reinforce dies. They lose that one. Next fight goes off. They lose it because Reinforce doesn't get his Earth Shatter off, but he shouldn't have had to, I guess. And then the fight right there, that just wins them that fight. So like every fight went in their favor, and they didn't lose any engagement. The fact, like when that happens, the cart just never stops. And it's really hard to come back from. I don't know. At this point, if you're Rogue, you're like, shit. Like, how do we beat that?
I mean, it's not even like Rogue was being harassed too much. They could have just held back behind the trailer, something like that. In the end, though, Too Easy gets those 2 kills, and once you have...
I don't know if Rogue underestimates them or if
just a couple of meters
FaZe is just better than like they think. I don't. It's like a mixture of the two. I don't know how to explain it.
Relatively straightforward. With 428, they need 2, maybe 3 team wipes, and then
like I'm pretty sure Rogue knew that FaZe could beat them, but I don't think that they expected them to be as good as they were. Like Shadowburn's just putting the team on his back whenever he gets like he hasn't had a bad Dragon Blade. He had like that one when they were like defending last, but I don't think that was really his fault. Like he didn't have any help. But every time that he's needed to turn up, he's like turned up.
Hyper aggressive here. I mean, that's kind of Rogue style anyway.
Now Tavik, like Shadowburn's just running defensive Genji because why not? And Genji, like Tvik's running offensive Genji, and that's just like the Euro mentality is like, oh, we have a good Genji, let's run it. That's all it comes down to, man.
I would expect Tavik and ACAM to actually be expecting Shadowburn to be
Discord.
That's his thing, is that he does go deep. If they hold back a little bit and go...
Thought I had that on my second monitor, sorry fam.
Shadowburn and take these risks. They can actually hold back a bit, cheat in that regard, and take him out and then go for the rest of the team. That's one way of dealing with Shadowburn. I don't know if they're going to do that here.
Yeah, they were on Ono, Ruckus, and no Fact Fiction.
To start things off, and here comes Rogue, not wasting any time. They know they have to beat a quick time. They rush right onto a point, but Chalburn gets it back.
Chalburn kills Reinforced. Tavik isn't able to do anything, and that's like enough for them to lose right here, I'm pretty sure. Unless AKM gets crazy kills. Look at Chalburn's movement there. AKM's like trying to track him through the sky, and like he can't. He just dies because he wasted too much time trying to... Chalburn just got like a 4K. He's gonna kill Reinforced a second time.
Can Rogue make it happen from here on out? It's gonna have to be flawless.
Reinforced right now off on an island, and most of his team is dead, and he has to back.
He's not even gonna risk it. He could have done it maybe. Yeah, I don't know where Real X went. Flasher's just chilling in Discord somewhere. Oh, show. But you see, like, I would say if he was playing any hero but Genji, they don't win that fight as easily. But look at him, he just murks them. Like, he didn't even have to use his ult there, he just got like a double kill. And it makes 2EZ's life so easy, like, I didn't mean to say that. But like, when you have a Genji just in their front of their faces, like, how do you deal with 2EZ too? Like, you have to deal with this Genji that's jumping all over your face. Then you have to deal with like 2EZ sitting in the back. So 2EZ's life is actually pretty straightforward. Like, he doesn't have to do anything impressive, he's just to stay alive. And it's hard for him not to stay alive because everyone's so busy trying to kill Shadowburn. Like, every bullet that's going at Shadowburn and not killing him is another bullet that 2EZ doesn't have to dodge or worry about. So it's like very... Their comp is scary because of, like, if 2EZ hits his shots and Zombs hits his bubbles, Shadowburn just lives forever. And you see what he does when he has space. He just gets these 2 or 3 man kills, and what are you supposed to do about it?
Out of their minds, they've got to play flawless. And look at this, FaZe. They have 6 full ultimates to their name, and that's going to be damn hard to push.
Like, now they're at the 6th ult, and Rogue has 1. Like, that's how bad this offense has gone for Rogue. Like, Tvik still doesn't have Dragon Blade, and it's been like 3 pushes. And look at Zombs right here. He's just like, alright guys, black hole time. And they don't have any response to it. Unco, I think, got Transcendence during that black hole and then pops it, but he shouldn't have even popped it because half their team was dead. So like, now they just don't have Transcendence again, and they lost the fight. And very smartly there, Shadowburn doesn't pick up the health pack because he wants to help Ruckus build his ult up. Stuff you don't really notice unless you're watching, I guess, or paying attention. But he didn't pick up the health pack there because he didn't want to. They didn't overuse. They used like 2 or 3. I mean, Black Hole and Dragon Blade's okay. As long as you don't use Transcendence and drop the B at the same time on defense, you're generally okay. But yeah, FaZe is having a hard time, or Rogue's having a hard time pushing because they need to rely on a Dragon Blade, but there's no setup for the Dragon Blade. Like, that was their black hole moment right there, and they didn't get anything out of it. I don't think Tvik was there. I don't know what the deal was there, but they could have just black holed or graviton into drop the beat into Dragon Blade and taken a fight, but they wanted to bait out Forsaken's Transcendence, but they still haven't. That was a massive Earth Shatter from Fact Fiction. Cancels the high noon. What an unfortunate turn of events right there. I feel like they could have won that fight. But Fact Fiction dove into the IT room, and then since he was in the camera room, they didn't have any, what's it called? They didn't have any shield to stop Reinforced from hitting his Earth Shatter. And yeah, they held the first point so long that there's actually no physical way for Rogue to cap the map through. So that was a quick map, because they technically got full held, but it wasn't really a full hold. It was just FaZe's time was too good for them to do anything about.